Hey, folks, welcome back to Black and White Sports with your host, Damon the One Thomas, and our lovely co-host, Dan the Ass Stevens. We're doing video segments on the divisions of the NFL for the upcoming 2018-2019 season. And we're getting into our second segment, and we're going to discuss the NFC West.
The West.
Again, a lot of question marks in this division.
I agree, man. A lot of question marks, man. You got a lot of new people, a lot of old people that we don't know about, and some veterans in a different area. So
yeah, it's
what happens.
It's a questionable division, so to speak. And what we do here, we're just a couple guys that's going to discuss, fan topics, so to speak, give you a fan perspective, not so much the scripted journalism, other people, other people's breakdown of games. Not really diving into numbers. We're talking about what the fans see, how we view the games, and how we see the games. So we got them. We're going to the divisions. We're going to start with how we think the division is going to line out, from the top to the bottom, and how it correlates to the rest of the NFC and the NFL as a whole. So we're going to start off right to bat. We have two different teams winning
the win.
This division. You're sitting with San Francisco, and I am staying with the current winners, the Rams.
Yeah, well, I'm not taking anything away from the Rams. They got a hell of a team. I just think that they're going to lose to a key San Francisco game that's going to give San Francisco the division. Obviously Jimmy Garoppolo's out there under center again. He's got a good tackle now online with Mike McGlinchey from Notre Dame. That'll add some help on the line, and they did get Richard Sherman. So see what happens. I got him at 10-6.
You got him at 10-6. I'm sitting with San Francisco at 9-7. I got Los Angeles probably. I got on my notes 12-4, but I don't see them winning 12 games. I'm going to go more towards a 11-5, 10-6 record with them. With the Rams. San Francisco, Garoppolo showed us a decent ending of their season. I think it was a couple games, 5 or 6 games. They looked very well. I think it was more of people not really knowing what he could do and what he can't do. So it made him look a little more inflated, I think.
But I think they started to build around his scheme better, so that may entail some, more touchdowns.
Yeah, but he's got great lineage, so to speak. Sitting a couple years behind Brady and Belichick. Obviously he's got some great knowledge, and getting great knowledge, and gotten great knowledge from, hands down the best quarterback who's ever played, and arguably one of the better coaches. So, yeah, he's got some talent, or he wouldn't have stayed there that long. And I think he can do some things. I just don't think this year is San Francisco's year to dominate this division. Richard Sherman.
Not dominate. Not dominate.
Compete and win. Okay. The addition of Richard Sherman, I think, is going to be more felt in the locker room with his leadership and teaching these young guys how to win and how to prepare yourself as an individual and as a team to win. I think all that's going to win them games, so to speak, put them in better positions mentally to win games down in the stretch. But I don't think that team will click where it reflects in the record and in playoff play until next year. I think there's some key issues that they'll need to address. Receiver, I think you need to get some other people to throw to. You got to have more weapons, especially the way the offenses are driven with the NFL now. You don't have a lot of smash and mouth. You have more up-tempo, and if you have a good running back, they mix it in. So I just think they have some holes. And with Los Angeles, I think they're probably one of the 4 teams that I've mentioned before that are well rounded. I mean, their defense is pretty daggone good.
It is.
You know,
and then you got Todd Gurley coming out of the backfield.
And
that's all you got to say.
And they just set the precedent for running backs.
Right.
You know, so they're going to have to pay Le'Veon. But, but Gurley's going to give you, I mean, him and I think those 3 running backs are who are going to compete for the rushing title. I got Saquon Barkley winning it, but I think those 3 can easily win it: Barkley, Gurley, or Le'Veon Bell. I don't see Ezekiel Elliott doing it because of the deficiencies that they have on offense, but Gurley is an exceptional talent. He's an Adrian Peterson type talent. You know, he'd be able to pound the hole. And he can also get to the outside as well. So I like Los Angeles at 10-6. I got San Francisco finishing second at 9-7.
See, I got them tied at the record, but I still think San Fran's going to pull out that one key win. It's going to give them the division.
Yeah, it's very possible. And then we got coming up. Following up, we have the Seahawks and we have the Arizona Cardinals.
And
for one or both.
Well, you know, definitely a different look in Seattle. With Jimmy Graham now gone, he's at Green Bay now. Russell Wilson's got a feet ahead of him. We'll have to see. You know, Arizona, man. Arizona, I'm sorry, I think is the new Browns. You know, they're going to fall so far. David Johnson, man, he's got real good legs. He's a hell of a runner, man. He's just on the wrong team. I still think, you know, on fantasy-wise, he's going to do good if he can stay healthy. But as far as the team, no. I got him maybe 5 wins.
You know, and this type of season sucks for a player like Larry Fitzgerald.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, hands down, is when he's done, he's going to be top 3, top 5 easily, but top 3 receivers of all time. He's a class act, and he is the model player on and off the field. If there was an award that you can get for the most loyal player of all time, it has to be Larry Fitzgerald. Because he left
Many times.
but he stayed there because he wants to win there. And I just think it sucks for him in his later years that he's going to be stuck on a bad team. You know, they don't have no idea who's going to be a quarterback.
Right.
No idea who's going to be the quarterback. So you don't know who's going to throw to him. Yeah. You know, Patrick Peterson, shut down corner, maybe a tad bit overrated, but who am I? I'm a basketball guy. So I just think that, you know, I think he's a scheme guy. I don't think he's one of those Charles Woodson, Deion Sanders type players. So I got Arizona 4 wins.
Okay.
Got 4 wins. Seattle, you got more holes than I think that you can fill. You know, Russell Wilson, he's a talented quarterback, but the great ones make good players out of other people that you wouldn't normally know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Brady's probably the best of that. You know, half those receivers, you have no idea where they went to college. But Brady's turned them into, you know, all-pro receivers. And I think your great ones do that. Your Aaron Rodgers done that. The Peyton Manning's done it. The Roethlisberger's have done it. So,
can Russell Wilson do it?
Yeah, can Russell Wilson do it? You know, their defense, you know, Sherman in San Francisco is going to hurt, and it's in the division. Yeah, that's going to hurt. And you have, obviously, Jimmy Graham is gone, and the other defensive player who left. Yes. That guy. He's gone. But they have they have a couple of additions. You know, Shaquille Griffin last year had a pretty good year. And then his brother is coming on board, which I'm anxious to see. You know, he is with Shaquille Griffin. He's overcome a lot of adversities with, I don't want to say his disability, because disability means that you're hampered from doing something. but he obviously isn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? You've made it to the top of your sport. So I'm anxious to see how those guys work together. But other than that, there's no storyline in Seattle.
No, other than Baldwin and Lockett have got to step up for Wilson. If you got one on one side, one on the other, they gotta work together, put a scheme together for those guys to enable or not enable Wilson to have to run and get hurt. Because I see if he keeps coming out of the backfield like he has in the past, we've seen it with a lot of other quarterbacks in the league. It's bound to happen.
Yeah,
he's not Superman, and nobody is, and it's bound to happen to him when he's going on the field.
Yeah, so all in all, this division within itself is a pretty decent division. There's going to be a lot of competition within itself. There's the two teams at the top very well can flip flop, and then for other D's, if the right circumstances come about, people step up like we anticipate they maybe could. You can have a pretty competitive division. I think whoever wins this division is the only playoff team in this division.
Yeah, you're not going to get a wild card out of the West.
Yeah, I'll grade this division probably at best a C+ division.
We'll see.
Yeah. So there you have it. Damon the One, Dan the S, Black and White Sports, our breakdown over the NFC West. Keep tabs on us. We got a couple more videos for you to deal with the rest of the NFL. You can find us on our YouTube channel. You can get us on jlmedia.com and our Twitter page.
Yeah, BW Sports 1. Check him out on Twitter as well. BW Sports Damon, BW Sports Dan, and our Facebook page. So check us out, jlmediatoday.com. August 25th, pilot's recording for our podcast. Get ready.
Have a good one.